This is my review of the original first Matrix movie titled The Matrix from 1999. I give this a solid 5 out of 10. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, even though it's a 5 out of 10 for me. I realize it might not be the best movie for all the... I realize it's a bit overrated. It may not be the best movie for everybody. In terms of, well, acting or relatable characters. But, you know, these are the movies, types of movies that's basically experimental films, we call them. And that like to base their ideas and around the Bible stuff ideas and take inspiration from the Bible and just go nuts with a sci-fi punk vibe it goes for this movie, The Matrix. For those who haven't never heard of The Matrix, if you're early, just born yet, if you're, let's say, well, 2, younger, maybe, like, first time seeing this, if you're someone that doesn't know what anything you ever heard of the Matrix movie, or if you're an adult that heard of the Matrix movie, doesn't know anything about this, it's fine. Standards for the average movie goer were probably, you know, look, if you never heard of the hype around this movie from the internet, and probably have, most likely, then you're going to be probably let down. Big time, because if I tell you give this a 10 out of 10, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, I feel like that wouldn't be fair to anybody, because I feel like, other than nostalgia of this movie cast to me, growing up with this movie, I mean, it's not the greatest movie either. It's a 5 out of 10. It's mediocre at best, maybe. It has its good moments, though. Really cool moments. I would have liked the characters to be more well-rounded and relatable and likable, and have more personalities, 3-dimensional personalities. You know, and not just be 0 to none personality like the cast of The Last Airbender was. The movie Last Airbender from 2010. Yes, I did say the acting is that good and that characters are that bland, like The Matrix cast of the original Matrix movie. I just said that. Yeah. So, and this brings us into Matrix Reloaded. Now, I would like to talk about Matrix Reloaded. There was the bad acting continuing. That seems like they're reading off cue cards and talking like machines. Robots. Yeah, so. And then I'm going to talk about Matrix 3 Revelations after I talk about the first one. Finish talking about. The acting's the same, all bad acting, same bad acting for all of them. movie trilogy of the original Matrix movie trilogy. And Matrix 1 is about this guy called Neo, who legal name's called Tom, but Facebook name called himself Neo. Because most realized Tom was a bad name. And a funny name. Not to be taken seriously. And you get it? Neo is one spelled backwards. Get it? Because he's the Messiah in the movie? Oh, the ironic humor. So even when he's awake, he feels asleep. And besides feeling asleep when he's asleep. And he never knows the difference feeling awake and asleep. And he asks his friend if he ever feels that way too. And he says it's called and this is basically hinting at that he may not be in the real world. He's in another world called the Matrix. Yes. I kid you not. Is that cool? Silly stuff that makes this fun. Okay. So, he goes to a little party with his friends, gets his drink on with his friends, and he runs into a sexy girl called Trinity, who talks to him, refers to as Neo, which is his hacker name, code name, instead of using his legal name, Tom, which is his legal name in the Matrix universe. His legal name's Tom. First legal name, Tom. Tom Anderson. Anderson's his last name. You know, Anderson sounds more like a manly first name than Tom, unfortunately. Yeah, Tom it sounds edgy as Anderson. Or Neo. It sounds as edgy as Doug. Named Doug. Or name called like Dick. Get it? Because Dick. Imagine if your name was Cunt. That would be all so sad. And funny. So yeah, Tom goes to work after a night on a town with Trinity and running into one night, running into her and making plans to meet, like she's making plans for work, after running into his go-kart training, speaking just briefly. And so he goes to work. This mysterious stranger calls him, called Morbius. Who sounds like he wants to have Neo from oral sex on him. I want him to get in his... He sounds like those kind of rapists. Like, you know, those rapists that get in, like, you know, you want them to get in the, you should tell them to get in the, like, you know, he sounds like a creep. I was watching, his voice sounds legitimately creepy. How he's talking to Neo. Yo, I know. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because of the lost cause of Zion in the world of the Matrix. Why would you still want us to? Why? So, but we'll do that once we get to Zion part of Matrix. But so, Thomas Hansen follows Morbius' instructions except for climbing out on the edge of the window and then jumping. Off the building, off the edge of the window. And he says, fuck that. So, goes back, gets caught by Smith and his agents, called Agent Smith. And his agents interrogate him, then they put this, then they, use a little fucking weird trick with him. They must have, they use this, like, it's like, this trick with him, it seems like they must have sparked his drink or something, because his mouth starts closing completely, and then, they put this little, like a little alive thing in his belly button as his mouth is sewn shut, and he literally has lost his mouth because he can't talk anymore. He's something like his mouth got closed, it got sewn shut, and then disappeared. Scary. It's kind of it can be. I bet. And this, so then he passes out, wakes up in his room, and then runs into Trinity. Well, like, and talks to her. Then turns out that was not a dream, that actually happened. to Neo. So they got the little thing out of the belly button, and there was a tracker to track and destroy the tracker they did. And take them to Morpheus. Take him to Morpheus, they do. Morpheus meets them, alas, in person. So, he offers Neo a choice of two torches. Because Neo has questions about life that Morpheus can give him. So he just has to take one of two pills. One's red and one's blue. They call that the red pill and the blue pill name. Red pill and blue pill. Blue pill represents the choice of blue. Represents to stay in Wonderland and go back to basically go back to normal life. And the hell and the hell out of where Morpheus goes, where Morpheus enlightens Neo and refuses the enlightenment from Morpheus. But if he takes the red pill, he is enlightened. You know, the logical thing would be to take the blue pill, I think. Or to not take anything and just get the fuck out of that place. Because this, to me, is sounding a lot like a cult leader type scenario deal. Morpheus sounds like. To be fair, you know, that's what I would do. Either is to avoid the blue, avoid the red, not take the red pill. Fuck the red pill. I would not. I mean, I think the logical conclusion was to just take the blue pill. But here's where he hesitates before he takes red. Because he wants to know the truth. Is because Morpheus says, he says, all I'm offering is the truth. And that's where he reels him in. Reels him in. Takes the red pill. And honestly, he gets transported to the real world and gets the shit freaked out of him. And more trauma occurs to this man as he enters the real world. And Morpheus welcomes to the real world. So, Morpheus fixes in the game, fix him up, and he meets the crew. Learns the ways of the Matrix through Morpheus' teaching skills. And through the Oracle's teaching skills, who they briefly run into, called the Oracle, which is a program within the Matrix that lives in the Matrix world, a Matrix. And the real world is called Zion. Oh yeah, Zion. Zion's a lost cause. Why would you be defending the human race? Beats me. I mean, why would you want to feed the human race when, you know, the environment is fucked? I mean, the air is completely polluted, it looks like. Practically. In the first Matrix movie. And it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of trees left. Or any. Just machines and human batteries of alien tech. And humans powering the alien tech with human life. Like a battery. Morpheus explains this to Neo. He doesn't take it easy. And he enters the Matrix again, starts his training with Morpheus. Feels kind of the first time jumping off of a building onto another building feels miserably, first time. And he feels big time badly, so. He's told that he's called this chosen one that's supposed to free the human race, blah, blah, blah. Prophecy crap. We've heard a million times by now in film at this point, at 1999. And, you know, the prophecy MacGuffin. That's what I call it. You know how Christopher Reeves became Superman. That was his prophecy MacGuffin. Batman, Michael Keaton's Batman, became Batman due to the murder of his family. That was his prophecy MacGuffin. And Superman became Superman due to the prophecy MacGuffin of his prophecy MacGuffin of his planet blowing up before when he was just only an infant. And Neo's prophecy MacGuffin is filling the role of the chosen one and bringing peace to the human race and freeing everybody. Good luck with that. Viva the revolution. As Morpheus and Neo. So, During a heist, Morpheus gets caught. Neo and Trinity go back to break him out and kick ass and kill away and shoot people with machine guns and a bunch of lots of guns. Bullets. Pew, 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 pew. With flips and kicks and everything. And the action's so fucking ridiculously cool. The best part of the movie. 10 out of 10. There's actions and guts. Alone. The mission is to successfully kick ass and save Morbius, Trinity, and Morbius get the fuck out of the Matrix. But Neo stays behind and is not willing to make it to the phone in time without dragging the agent called Agent Smith, leader of the agents that are after to kill Neo and his friends. During the rescue mission is where Morbius was being